Title: Clarkson says, something is afoot, as butterfly sightings plummet. Introduction: in recent years, a concerning trend has emerged in the natural world. A significant decline in butterfly populations. This phenomenon has captured the attention of environmentalists, scientists, and even public figures, such as TV presenter Jeremy Clarkson, who recently commented that something is afoot. This article explores the reasons behind this decline, its implications for ecosystems, and the broader environmental issues at play. The plummeting butterfly population. The data: recent surveys conducted by entomologists and conservation organizations have shown alarming drops in butterfly sightings across various regions. For instance, the North American Butterfly Association reported a 50% decrease in certain butterfly species over the last 3 decades. Similar trends have been documented in Europe, where iconic species like the monarch and the swallowtail are facing dramatic reductions in their populations. Factors contributing to decline. 1. Climate change. Climate change is arguably the most significant driver behind the decline in butterfly populations. Rising temperatures and shifting weather patterns disrupt the delicate ecosystems that butterflies depend on for breeding and feeding. Many species are experiencing mismatches in their life cycles, where the availability of food plants does not align with the emergence of butterfly larvae. 2. Habitat loss. Urbanization, agriculture, and deforestation have led to the destruction of natural habitats. The conversion of wild spaces into farmland or urban areas eliminates the native plants that butterflies rely on for sustenance. This loss of habitat not only affects butterflies but also the myriad of other species that share these ecosystems. 3. Pesticides and pollution. The use of pesticides in agriculture has detrimental effects on butterfly populations. Chemicals designed to control pest populations often harm non-target species, including butterflies. Moreover, pollution from urban and agricultural runoff can contaminate water sources and plant life, further threatening butterfly habitats. 4. Invasive species. The introduction of non-native plants and animals disrupts local ecosystems. Invasive species can outcompete native plants that serve as food sources for butterflies, leading to a decline in available habitats. Jeremy Clarkson's remarks. The mention of butterflies by Jeremy Clarkson has drawn public interest, especially considering his influence in popular media. Clarkson, known for his outspoken views on various issues, has used his platform to highlight the environmental crisis facing butterflies. His comments have resonated with many, prompting discussions about the importance of biodiversity and the interconnectedness of all species within an ecosystem. The importance of butterflies. Butterflies play a crucial role in the health of ecosystems. As pollinators, they contribute to the reproduction of flowering plants, which in turn support various animal species. The decline of butterflies can lead to a ripple effect, impacting not only the plants they pollinate but also the animals that rely on those plants for food and shelter. Ecological indicators. Butterflies are often referred to as indicator species. Their presence and health reflect the overall condition of the environment. A decline in butterfly populations can signal broader ecological issues, such as habitat degradation and climate change effects. Monitoring butterfly populations can therefore provide valuable insights into the health of ecosystems. The global response. Conservation efforts. In response to the declining butterfly populations, various conservation initiatives have been launched globally. Organizations are working to restore habitats, promote sustainable farming practices, and educate the public about the importance of butterflies. Community-driven projects, such as butterfly gardens and native plant restorations, have emerged as effective ways to support local butterfly populations. Policy changes. Governments and environmental agencies are beginning to recognize the urgency of the situation. Some regions are implementing policies aimed at reducing pesticide use and protecting natural habitats. The European Union, for instance, has proposed stricter regulations on harmful chemicals and increased funding for biodiversity projects. Community involvement. Local communities play a vital role in butterfly conservation. Citizen science projects, where individuals contribute to data collection and monitoring, have gained popularity. These initiatives not only enhance scientific understanding but also foster a sense of stewardship among participants. Schools and community groups are encouraged to create butterfly habitats and engage in educational programs that promote awareness about the plight of these important insects. The role of education and awareness. Public awareness campaigns are essential for addressing the decline in butterfly populations. By educating people about the importance of butterflies and their ecosystems, conservationists hope to inspire action. Schools, local governments, and nonprofit organizations are increasingly collaborating to develop educational materials and programs that focus on butterfly conservation. The impact of social media platforms have become powerful tools for raising awareness about environmental issues. Activists and organizations utilize these platforms to share information, promote events, and engage with a wider audience. Hashtags like #SaveTheButterflies and #ButterflyConservation have gained traction, drawing attention to the plight of these insects and encouraging collective action. The future of butterflies challenges ahead. While there is a growing movement to address the decline of butterflies, significant challenges remain. Climate change continues to pose a threat, with unpredictable weather patterns making it difficult for butterflies to adapt. Habitat loss remains a pressing issue, particularly in areas experiencing rapid urbanization. Hopeful developments. Despite these challenges, there is hope. Conservation efforts are gaining momentum, and new research is providing valuable insights into butterfly behavior and ecology. Advances in technology, such as remote sensing and genetic studies, are helping scientists better understand butterfly populations and develop effective conservation strategies. Conclusion: the plummet in butterfly sightings is a wake-up call for society. As Jeremy Clarkson aptly pointed out, something is afoot, signaling the need for urgent action to address the environmental challenges we face. By prioritizing the conservation of butterflies and their habitats, we not only safeguard these beautiful creatures but also protect the intricate web of life that sustains us all. As we move forward, it's crucial that individuals, communities, and governments come together to foster a more sustainable relationship with our environment. The fate of butterflies serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all species and the importance of preserving the delicate balance of our ecosystems. Clarkson says, something is afoot, as butterfly sightings plummet. Jeremy Clarkson has said, something is afoot, as he raised alarm over plummeting butterfly sightings this year. The Top Gear presenter turned farmer said that he was a bit alarmed by how few butterflies there are on a walk around his farm in the Cotswolds. The Butterfly Conservation Trust said there were notably fewer butterflies so far this year, which it blamed on colder temperatures and heavy rain. About 12% of participants in the first week of its annual butterfly count reported no sightings at all, the trust said. During the count, participants are asked to record the number and species of butterflies they see in a 15-minute period. England had 97% of its average July rainfall in just the first 2 weeks, following the wettest 18 months on record, and the summer has so far been cooler than average. Tony Juniper, the chairman of Natural England, said the drought in 2022 may also have played a part in an overall drop in insect numbers this year. A lot of food plants that insects relied on died during that very severe drought and heatwave, so there's probably some quite long-term factors in here, he said. He added that the drop in butterfly numbers was particularly noticeable because of a decline in insect populations going back over decades. About 80% of butterflies in the UK have declined since the 1970s, the Butterfly Conservation Trust has warned, largely because of increased pesticide use and loss of habitat. This year's impact is hitting already depleted populations, and that's of concern, not only in terms of the insects themselves, but also the pollination services they provide, Mr. Juniper said. They are also a critical food source for many birds and mammals, with bats now being reported as being underweight this year, as a result of having insufficient food. Insects are really the linchpin of ecosystems. I sometimes call them ecological glue. He added, I do hope that we can see a reversal of this trend going forward, but we're going to have to really think about the underlying issues here: lack of habitat, poor quality habitat, and also the effects of pollution, including pesticides. Culture of tidiness. Mr. Juniper said gardeners could do their best to boost insect numbers by moving beyond our culture of tidiness. If you have a garden, having wild spaces with more native flowering plants and non-native nectivorous plants can be quite good, he said. But also things upon which butterflies can lay eggs, like nettles. Emma Butler of the Butterfly Conservation Trust said that the best time to see butterflies this year was when the sun is shining between the main showers. Mr. Clarkson has previously raised concerns over the lack of visible insects around his farm, diddly squat, but has talked about losing 10 acres of crops when he cut down on the use of neonicotinoids, a pesticide known to be harmful to bees. He has rejected using organic methods on his farm, arguing that the poor soil makes it a non-starter, but has embraced the use of more regenerative methods, which reduce pesticides.